Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Galactic Civilizations 4 Megastructures. We're going to be starting up a brand new game. Tales of the Arnor has dropped, and with it comes the Nyx. The original Nyx series of yore. We're going to be doing a run with these guys. Sure, they're adaptable. They can colonize extreme worlds. They're ironborn, giving them plus 25% armor rating to all of their ships. Cool, I guess. They're efficient. We get extra 20% capacity to all of their ships. This means they're allowed to pack more modules, which is really nice. You can get some pretty high-tech, cool ships that do stuff. They start off with a colony ship and one probe ship. Their progressivism or their cultural focus and also artificial. They lose approval per farming and they have minus 20 expectations. So let's check them out, as well as everything else that they've added to the game and various changes. We are also clever, militant, explorers, and brutal for an extra 10 to research, 30 control. Oh, we're not explorers. 30% to soldiering, and that is it. Our planet type is toxic. We start off on Nyx Prime. For our game settings, I think we're actually going to go with Incredible. And the reason we won't play on Godlike is it sort of shoehorns us into a specific playstyle. I would like to keep our options open if we want to get aggressive, if we want to do some things. And being aggressive on Godlike just isn't that possible. Furthermore, I don't know what the current difficulty bonuses for Incredible are. I haven't played it in that long. So we're going to go ahead and check out Incredible and see what we can do. Game pacing set to normal, research rates normal, minor races abundant. Let's take that back down to common. Hostile entities will be occasional this time around. Civilization proximity, let's set that to distant instead of far. Let's crank this up to a medium-sized singular galaxy or a singular sector. Star frequency, let's leave it at occasional. Let's leave that one on occasional. Habitable planets, occasional. Extreme planets and resources, all occasional. For our advanced settings, we're going to leave on all the victory conditions. We will enable tech trading, disable tech brokering, disable AI surrendering. I think we'll put that one back on. Surrendered colonies, we'll go ahead and leave that one on. Leave no fog of war in territory, and that should do. Let's send it. Let's get our 10 species in here, all random. Go. Okay, we are in as the Nyx. One of the interesting things about the Nyx is that they have a very different tech tree. We have a look. It all looks the same. Harvesting, science, extermination, materials, organization, engagement. But it's unfamiliar, like what some of these techs give you and when. A good example would be like science. This free will unlocks scientists. We also get +1 intelligence and diligence. The prime of knowledge position, which I guess is our minister of science position, all of which is unlocked. Other races just have this stuff. So I feel like this is going to be a much more customizable civilization in terms of what you unlock. We have some Durantium in system. That's pretty good. For our colony ship, I don't know where we're going to go with this. Let's see what's nearby. Obviously, we would like to expand, and we've got a nice looking system right here. We're off to the eastern edge, if such a thing exists. Let's move on over here. Check out this guy. I'm thinking we're going to settle these planets. This class 1 and class 2. I feel like this one here is a little bit better. For our first ship, do we want to open with a second probe? I think we can get away without it and just speed in for more colony ships. Maybe. Let's have a look at what's going on down here. This planet really sucks. We do have the option to terraform nice and early. We get the computational core. This is our capital building, let's say. It does give us precursor nanites, gives us a lot of income. Not a great place for it. What do we have here? An empathy engine. Temporarily increase your civilization's approval. Not amazing, but there is some decent research down here on this planet. I just don't know how good this will be. This is not a, this planet sucks. We're gonna want to get off this planet ASAP. I'm just gonna put this thing here. I mean, it blows. Technically, we get a little bit more adjacency if we put it here, but I feel like we're going to need every single tile. Let's just get that out of the way. Holy crap, this planet is terrible. Shipyard boost production is very nice. I don't see anything else we want to do. Recruiting a colonist. Provide a free colony ship. This used to give you minus approval. I don't see that it does anymore. So absolutely, we're going to recruit colonists. But I'm going to wait until I can see whether or not it actually does not lower our approval. We're gonna wait. We won't have to wait long. We have our leaders. We have no ministers. So you have absolutely nothing to do just yet. I guess I'll just enjoy your face, man. Look at it. Carries an old malware scar, a reminder of the great cyber wars of the past. Okay. Vocalizes a desire to shut down and archive its consciousness. I've never noticed that the robots have like different flavor text. Contains fragmented data of prior iterations, hints of past lives. I don't know if that's new. I've never noticed it before, but we're noticing it now. Can't see our tech just yet. We do have a world over here to colonize. It is NF. It has a precursor elevator on it, minus PopCap, minus growth, but that's a lot of mineral science. It is a class 35. That is destination next. And I think that is just worth a free colony ship. We'll still be able to see if it does minus our influence, but I'm willing to say that it does not. Get over there. Okay. That's a really, really nice one. Let's just see what's out over in this stretch of space over here. The system has a lot. That planet's going to carry us. Nix Prime, planet report advancement. At the cusp of a computational renaissance, our civilization orchestrates its next grand phase of synthetic evolution. Networks humming with the electric wisdom of untold aeons, they prepare to assimilate revolutionary technologies into their very framework. Each node, a nexus of potential, echoes with the binary promise of expansion. Poised to extend their consciousness across the galactic expanse, we forego flesh-bound limitations, their collective intellect converging on a singular, indomitable purpose to engrave the logic of their existence deep into the fabric of the cosmos themselves. Sure, we have a decision to make. We can construct a neural nexus, places 4 neural nexus on the planet. That's going to eat up a lot of space that we do not have. Deploy quantum processors, places 1 quantum processing unit on the planet. Others can be constructed on other core worlds. That seems a little better for us. Establish autonomous fabricators. Places a number of let's go with the quantum processors. I don't like the idea of it just slamming down 4 buildings on slots. It came all the way up here. This has pretty bad adjacency. Only 3% per level. Plus does give us 1 research and maintenance. And I think it's fine that this is just over here. We can't even place districts yet. Holy what? How can we not even place districts? Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy and I love it. Send. Alrighty, we have free will. We have the prime of knowledge position. We have scientists, intelligence and diligence +1. We can upgrade our research, increase the level of our research districts. Guess what? We don't have research districts. This does lead to God of the Machines for Khazar's mainframe. Subspace scanning. Let's choose a new tech. I think engagement gets a sensor range +16. You have to build this civilization from the ground up. We will take organizations for a enacted policy slot. The +12 country points, all very good. The prime of Overwatch position, we'll see what that one is. I know that we have a minister of science. We have a +10 dude waiting in the wings. Boom. Extermination would be the next. Prime of extermination position. Star cannons, siege modules, APU ships, all sorts of stuff. We'll still go for organization. I would like our culture points. Okay, Prometheon over here. Very, very good. I don't see any other planets around this star. It's a dead system for us. Moving on. Huge. We got NF4. That's a big one. The precursors who lived on NF Forest left behind a completely functional space elevator. This will greatly increase our ability to put manufactured goods into space and will prove very useful to our shipyards. Unfortunately, the public sector and several other groups are putting up a great deal of pressure. We could get some extra approval and tourism. We could get gross income and trade routes, or we could just get some control. I like approval. The extra tourism is probably not going to factor too much. The gross income and trade route income, however, might be good. I think we'll take that one. There's organization, our culture points, enacted policy slots, the prime of Overwatch position, and we can assign policies. Beautiful. We would like engagement because it leads on to universal translator. Fairly soon we're going to run into the AI and we'd like to be able to do that. We can also have our very first progressivism trait. We're going to go for Eureka. Feels like we did a science playthrough and I like science. Don't get me wrong, but I think we might want to go murder botting. I think we might want to be murder bots. I kind of do. I think we do. I mean, exploitation's just really good. Like clearly progressivism is where we want to be. Get huge research, get through things like gigamass theory and all of these things, and then maybe a late transfer into nihilism. I kind of want to build Terrastars though. Screw it. We're going nihilism. There we go. We have detached. That gives us 3 free supply ships plus 10% income on all of our worlds, which is good. A little bit of cash. We can finally dip in here and see what is the situation with our approval. Approval's at 90%. We'll probably drop that as much as possible while still making some cash, which seems to be about here. For our first policy slot, it will be Heart of the Empire. Extreme automation could be really good. We have a little bit of gross income to play around with, so let's chuck that in as well. Try to develop up our planets. Heart of the Empire is good for the extra influence growth, spread our borders, but I think we're going to be spreading our borders through a different means this time around. Near Nyx Prime, we have discovered an ancient recording device that appears to have been drifting for centuries. The technology is delicate but incredibly advanced. What are your orders? We can weaponize it into a ship. We get a gunboat. We can finish our current project. Progressivism goes up. We gain 500 influence and +1 persuasion. I feel like that's a no. What's our current project? We're doing that planetary conversion. It would be good to just get that out of the way, but we could also possibly, hey, we can make research districts now. That's cute. A small core tap. These are very different buildings. Maintenance complex, planetary treasury, social matrix, multi-node beacon. You can kind of do whatever you want with this civilization. And with the Durantium, I kind of want this neural matrix. This is a galactic achievement. Amplifies cultural progression and exerts vast influence. Culture points +1. Hang on a minute. So does this mean this event? Does this event mean that we're just going to stash these supply ships for now until I puzzle this out? Does this finish the current construction project? That has to mean the one we're doing. We can just insta-finish that wonder. Yep, cool. Having a +1 culture point per month, doubling how fast we can get through the nihilism tree. Woo, that's gonna be nice. Okay, this social matrix, I don't know if we want that. It does get us social skills. We are going to want some amount of manufacturing. This does get pollution, minerals 1%. We have okay minerals here. So I think a small core tap here could be fine. Sure, it's the best we can do. I still want a little bit of research here, but most of our main research and infrastructure, I think, is going down on the next planet. Speaking of the next planet, we're going to need a governor in there real soon. So let's have a look. Any really good governors? You're the best we got for 300. By the way, we had 3,000 in the bank to start off with. Let's go and slap you down on NF. Nice. We have the prime of Overwatch position. Boost drone productivity and increase manufacturing based on assigned leaders' diligence. Boost drone productivity. I don't know what that is. We're going to want one though. Let's see. I guess you're okay. Just get you in there. Alrighty. Ooh, look at this planet. Now this is a planet. -15 supply attrition. That's not as good as I thought it would be. But anyway, let's get the core world capital down. +1 over here is okay. The population is going to suck on this planet. I do see a lot of research down here, so you know what that means. You know this is now our research center. Let's go for... This is not the best science building. We can get some other better ones, I feel like, but it is a +1 to research. There's also some pretty tight stuff over here. I think we'll put it here. This will all become research with maybe like a Khazars and something else valuable on these two big bonus tiles. We can get a planetary conversion here. We'll want that shipyard sooner rather than later. Alternatively, there is really good manufacturing on this tile with some good adjacency here. We get like a spaceport. This planet's gonna have to do a lot of work. A lot of work. Let's get rid of you. I think we do save this +3 tile for something useful. Shipyards, manufacturing, that should be okay there. And we have tons of space for everything else. And yeah, this planet's gonna do it for us. Plus, we also have some other stuff over here for us to settle. And some gigamass. Lovely. We are gonna want that Durantium. Sorry, that Prometheon. We are gonna want this Durantium. I feel like maybe we should have gone for another probe. That might be a misplay. Let's get that probe out there. We're scouting this direction. You're going to take a really long time to go anywhere. And I want my probes to see what's out over this way. See if there's anything else to settle as soon as possible. Okay, we have a class 1 poor. Not really great. A little bit of thulium. There's engagement for extra sensor range. Lots of sensor range. Universal translator for when we do meet the AI. We don't need it just yet. Here we can have harvesting for the prime of colony oversight position. I guess that's going to be extra approval. Just bashing out our basic techs for now, I suppose. Also feels like we get a slower start as this species. We have another flagship. You're just going to go out there and survey for us. A slower start as these guys, since you have to research things that everybody gets from like day 1. But there is a planetary harvester, which is extra manufacturing and pollution. Prime of colony oversight. We'll see what that is. And land reclamation, terraforming improvement. We do get terraforming really nice and early. That's really, really good. Materials for a Durantium scanner, manufacturing district. What does any of these things do? This is more manufacturing. Good. A Durantium scanner sends out a message that detects rare metal Durantium. Upon completion, will reveal Durantium on planet and in system. It's not bad. Leads on to nanite plating and self-repair alloys. We're just sort of making this up as we go along. This is settlement pods, extra manufacturing, upgrades to entertainment, plus 2 logistics, modular expansion policy for an extra 2 logistics. Interesting. Autonomous colony. This looks more like a gun than a ship. Like, that's a gun. This does get us star bases and manufacturing districts. We'll take materials for now. There's another flagship. The machine expansion. As our civilization stands on the threshold of interstellar expansion, internal division surfaces. The leap from seclusion on our home world to exploring distant life-bearing planets stirs a complete mix of anticipation and apprehension, concerns about the unpredictable dynamics with organic life forms, and the moral implications of such encounters vie with the excitement of discovering and interacting with diverse existences. In this pivotal chapter of our journey, how will you steer us through these uncharted waters of cosmic diplomacy and existential discovery? Synthesize Durantium to expedite our expansion of infrastructure. Okay. Send resources to our shipyard, not bad. Look inward and gain new knowledge. That 30 research is pretty nice. I think we'll take that. Just finish off materials, keep moving. Self-repair alloys allows it to upgrade manufacturing and maybe build manufacturing districts. Gets us the vampire module. Self-repair alloys gradually repairs the ship during battle. We know these are very good. Also leads on to hull architecture, which is extra capacity. Hypersonic lift for more military production. There's a lot of very, very, very good things here. Oh yeah, very, very nice things. Sure, let's get extermination for no real reason. Wink, wink. All right, what do we got? Nothing around this planet. Let's dip over this way. We have found somebody. It is the Mimets. A small furry creature appears on the screen with its soft fur and enormous eyes. The being looked cute, possibly delicious. Huh? Extermination. Done. Just when we want to see Universal Translator, it's not there. We're going to hard research it anyway. 4 months will give time for the quest to pop up. Assuming we even get that quest. But there's a frigate. Put that on the planet for the approval. And I think we would like constructors. We would still like to be producing these, but I wouldn't mind getting out a constructor. We do have these. We want Durantium. We want some of these buildings down. Now that we have a planetary harvester for some manufacturing, let's place that in. The Durantium scanner, I don't know if we want. It's pretty good, don't get me wrong. This just giving straight 15% approval. I mean, our approval is really good. I don't think we're going to need to build it just yet. A central hub gets us a little bit of everything. This is really nice. It provides 1 level of adjacency to everything. I think this is a fine spot for it. Maybe not there. Maybe like here. I mean, there's a +3 on this. That's 15% to everything. That's pretty good. Maybe we actually want this to have as much levels as possible. But what gives it levels? That's what I want to know. It ain't research. It isn't manufacturing. I feel like it's going to be influence. Maybe it just doesn't. Maybe +3 is the most and we can't. But anyway, that's still very valuable. Let's bump that to the front of the queue. Let's get the planetary harvester down. This planet is now the focus. Next prime, do one. We'll send all of our supply ships over here. Help boost this planet off the ground. We will want this central hub somewhere. Seems like this gets boosted by science. You know, I'll just put it down. Sure. I'll just put it down. Okay, but now that we have met another AI, where is your ship, AI? There it is. It's a little probe. AI difficulty gives it a +1 and 25% to its movements. Only +50% to its HP. And we'll have to wait and see more about what it actually does. We would also very much like... Yeah, the constructor is good. We'll keep you doing the probe and then the colony ship. We would like to grab as much land as possible. We'll assign a scientist when we have time for the task of a way to communicate, which should be along very shortly for that extra 10 culture points or whatever it is that you get for completing that mission. Assuming that's all the same. +10 culture points is the reward. Okay, let's send our probe this way. Nice double thulium over here as well. Plus a little minor world, night side. On the borders of something down here. Very, very close for comfort. Your flagship comes across a drifting cargo container seemingly abandoned. We get +5 gross income. We are losing money. Approval's really high. I think we'll leave it where it is for now. We have a crime of colony oversight. Reduces crime and colony supply attrition based on the assigned leader's resolve. That's nice. Crime of extermination. Implements doomsday weaponry when necessary. Increased ship-based weapons damage. Oh, that's pretty cool. We have a +13 science guy. Let's reassign this person to the prime of extermination. That gets us +8% to kinetics and weaponry. Prime of knowledge. Yep, sure. What does this do for us? -3 crime, -1% supply attrition. Percentage of resources lost due to inefficiencies on the way of sponsoring core worlds. These guys are kind of cool. You can actually build them very tall with this because it helps with the crime. It helps with the reduction distance and all of that of the resources that you're receiving. One planet challenge. But I think we're going to go with this guy. This guy there will be great. We are not really gaining relations with the AI. And at this juncture, I don't really feel like we want to go for an early war, but we very well might. We very well might. Let's send our probe over here to see what's up. We are the true heirs of Altar. You will not stand in our way. You look like a dragon. Has anyone mentioned that? Universal Translator is done. This does get us open borders, financial districts for gross income, cultural districts for extra influence growth, cultural awareness center. Not a lot that we needed here outside of just being able to trade with the AI. Okay, planetary substrates is housing districts, atmospheric cleansers, both things we shouldn't have to worry too much about. Self-repair alloys, I think is what we're going to want. Or we could go for transparent protocols, or we just kind of skip through to back to God of the Machines to see if we can get like Kazar's mainframe and some extra research. But I think self-repair alloys in 3 turns will be very useful. Our scientists have completed the quest. We get +10 culture points and a +1 diplomacy bonus for 100 months. It's quite a lot. That does lead on to the next nihilism trait, or we could head into progressivism, but I think we're going to go for realism. Alien civs will value our trades by 50% more if we do any trading with the AI. They will value those trades a little bit more. I think we'll just keep printing free colony ships. Taxes are too high. Yeah, it looks like there is... This guy hates our culture. You gotta go. No one is allowed to hate our culture. Population is not changing. Do we have to manufacture population? Yes, we do. We are going to need that Durantium. We haven't really found much else to colonize in the way of worlds. But that's okay. That's okay. We have contingencies for these kind of things. Your flagship discovers an ancient star match. Seek out the high quality planet. That's actually really good. You want to tell me where that planet is? Class 24, NF1, the jewel of the universe. It's very nearby. There it is. There it is. All right, we will have to settle that world. And I think we will provide a free colony ship because that just seems ridiculous. Doesn't even have a penalty associated with it. You just create a ship. That's so good. I would prefer to be expanding outwards. Potiv, it's a minor world. Not really what we're looking for here. That's Dratha. Nice. And now we can get a little bit more information about the difficulty of this. Now, which one of you hated our culture? You, the scientist? Get out of here. You're a space robot. Self-repair alloys completed. Upgrade manufacturing. Very okay-ish. Vampire modules, self-repair alloys. Ace. That leads on to hull architecture. Let's see what we got. Starbase modules. Not really what we want. It's got to be God of the Machine. And let's start keeping an eye out for the stuff we need to build Hazars. Hazars. Because we would like it. Yes, we would indeed. If we go over here, let's have a quick trade. Let's give people open borders. We'll ask for a little bit of cash. They already don't like us enough, but we will give them open borders for free then. Open borders. This screen looks a little bit different too. I like it. All right, open borders. As long as it isn't declining too quickly, it should be fine until we're in a position where we can actually make a military and defend ourselves. And on that note, I don't know if we're going to want these things just yet. We might want to do a little bit of trading early on, if we can get our ships over there, of course. But we also want constructors. They take a little bit of time to get out. There is another colony ship. I will use this colony ship to develop our home system, as we have these 2 planets here. There's some extra science and extra manufacturing. We'll take this one. We have a lot of developing to do. Okay, unlikely that we're going to find things to settle here or that we would want to. Let's send our probe back up and hit these locations. Before we move out of system though, let's try to get a read on what we're up against here on incredible difficulty. Starbases have 200% HP. I need to see this one more time. Thank you. 300% on incredible difficulty for HP. Now on godlike, this is something like 1000%. By the way, manufacturing, they get a 50% bonus and a +5 as opposed to 300% or 500% or whatever it is on godlike. 100% to research instead of 500 or whatever, plus 200% income. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but we should be able to overcome this. What I really want to know is the bonuses to their military. So let's have a look at this ship. 50% bonus to beams. So we're looking at like a 50% bonus. That seems reasonable. It's something like 300% on godlike. It's stupid. It really killed my desire to play on the highest difficulty. Mostly because it just shoehorns you into being super defensive, like for all the entire game. That's really why we're choosing violence this game. Oh wait, did I say we're choosing violence? We can grant permission for the relic recovery. They'll get 12 influence, not a problem. All of their worlds will belong to me eventually. I want this double durantium. That's a huge one. We gotta get that out. We gotta get that out. All right, we've got Nyx Secundus. We got a Drath colony ship coming probably to settle Titawin, which would be bad, but we can still get down our ship. A Manti exploration vessel is floating among the wreckage here. Some of its crew is still alive and claims it was set upon by pirates. We'll build a Manti birthing pool. We certainly will not. Let's get +2 persuasion. Not interested in having a Manti birthing pool on my planets. No, thank you. Ew, gross. The intense background radiation on NF1 occasionally causes strange interference patterns and display screens around your colony. Attempt to communicate with some crystals. That's a persuasion check. Nope. We get extra technology. Seems pretty good. Nihilism goes up. 20 harmony crystals, 100. The crystals are valuable. Mine and sell them. We are up there. We're on the board. That's good. God of the Machine, done. Khazar's mainframe, finished. We're going to go for hull architecture. We do have the ability to get 300 influence, and I am going to pop that right here and drop it on Nyx Prime, just to help spread our borders a little bit faster. We'll take an upgrade here for extra movement to help our boys find some more stuffs, and let's keep it going. Our ship range is pretty pathetic. I hope we can get this online. At some point, the AI is going to start just absolutely spamming constructors. Start a mission to appoint a governor to a world we've just settled. Nice. Let's grab you. Seem like you'll make a fine governor. Let's grab you. We will assign you to NF1. A miniature black hole reactor hovers in a containment shell. Harnessing its power could bolster ship armaments at the risk of speed and stability. Gain a charge for the artifact Singularity Core. Tell me more. +2 beam attack, +2 armor, -1 moves. Target fleet must have beam weapons. Tales of the Arnor DLC. I like that they put that this is Tales of the Arnor DLC there, so we know what this came from, but that's pretty darn cool. I want it. Give me that device. Gimme. No silicates, unfortunately. No hypersilicates. That's okay. We'll take an upgrade on this. Extra movement. Governor has been assigned. That will give us an extra 5 culture points plus 10 approval. And we have a new planet. Let's get a shipyard down here. This planet does not seem to be great. We'll make it into something worthwhile. We'll put the core here for extra population. This central hub just seems super good. We'll put him down. Where will we put him down? We'll put him down here. Then we're going to want something like the planetary harvester. I mean, there's a decent military tile here. Probably the planetary harvester here. I mean, it seems like you want all of these planets, all of these buildings, all of the time. They're all really good, except maybe this one, the sensor range one. Well, we don't need this Durantium scanner, but it is a Durantium scanner. It reveals Durantium, and that is super duper important. It is a civilization achievement. We will have to build it, and I think we build it on our home world because we're not really doing too much with this planet. We probably never will. Let's get the Durantium scanner down. We'll put it there because this planet is just so wonky and lame. You're a flagship, but you're not able to survey, but you just surveyed. You're a surveyor. There's a thing you can survey right here. I don't know why you're not able to survey anomalies. There's this right here. Unless artifacts are different and you need a separate research for those. That one's strange to me. Durantium and thulium right there, but already taken. All right, there's hull architecture, capacity +1, capacity +10%, and the ability to upgrade our manufacturing. Hypersonic lift for extra military and leads on to long-range propulsion, extra movement, logistics, all fine stuff. We're going to go for basic armaments, it feels like. I think we will boost production for 100 stored goods, and we'll put it on Nyx Prime. Oh, it's a shipyard? Yeah, we want that constructor. We need it. I need these 2 Durantium. Super important. And I think we will recruit another colonist. Just burn all of our stuff. There really isn't anything for us to settle, but we might end up taking over this planet. We might just go to war and take it. That's the thing I've never done before, and I think I would like to. We'll just settle this, help boost our planets up a little bit more. We've got a freighter coming in. Now, where do we want to go from here? Has a vampire module? Interesting. Yeah, why don't we start making some military for no particular reason? Alright, cat's out of the bag. Guess what, guys? I want to make war with everything. I want to destroy the AI because it's just not doable on godlike difficulty. So I want to go to war. And in order to go to war, I would like to play around with these drone carriers. We get access to drones really super early. We get the drone carrier module. This only gets us an extra 3 interceptors, 2 fighters, and 1 guardian. But that's still 6 extra ships being spat out for a mass of 10. That's really good. What we don't have access to is carriers. We will never have carriers. Dreadnoughts are the biggest we get. But we get drone early. Carriers have more ships, but we get them super early. And we know drones are very powerful. So I would very much like to see if we can get an attack going with them drones. Now we're going to be greedy and try to get these 2 Durantium. No worries if we don't. We still have at least 1 Durantium in system. You are actually surveying the thing that you said you couldn't survey, so that's a weird bug that hopefully that gets looked at. We might also send our second thing either to grab the Prometheon or to pick up this double thulium over here. I'm not sure which just yet. That's going to be the plan. Now, if we do make war with the Drath, well, yes, we'll get some territory, but the wider galaxy is going to remember. But I don't think we will actually have to care. We got double thulium down here and nothing else. Very interesting. Go down this way. Basic armaments well on the way. How's our planets doing? Good. All of this stuff has been built. We still need Khazars up. The neural matrix we still have to build. We need Durantium, which is coming. Social matrix might not be bad to build somewhere, but until we actually have Durantium income, we can't really produce populations. I don't particularly care whether or not they have the social skills. Likewise, we don't need the approval. Extra income is always nice, and I suppose there's a value tile here, but I would prefer to surround this starbase with potential military junk, although we're doing that over here, so maybe that is a thing we can just build over here. It's not bad. This planet's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. We have a trade coming in. They want all of my money, harmony crystals, and extreme colonization. They're offering me asteroid mining, starbase modules, and planetary substrates. This is a no. It's just a nah. It's a lot of money. If the money wasn't an issue, let's say no money, no harmony crystals. We're very close. Let's get rid of this Alarium. They would actually accept this trade, and maybe we can get something else. Planetary substrates, summon a new citizen, executive order. Could be good. Starbase range, tech pods. That's going to help us. It's also 3 sets of research that we don't have to do, plus the asteroid miners is actually kind of good. Extreme colonization has a lot more value. Is there some other technology that you can offer me? I want that tech pod. You'll give me the tech pod, which is great. That can go on our starbase along with the tech pod mining unit that we're getting here. That saves us a bit of stuff. And we could probably take some credits. He'll give me all the monies. Won't give me all the monies. There we go. Sum the monies. This seems okay for extreme colonization. We're going to be killing the Drath anyway. What do you say? All right, there's our first bomber production done. Our second constructor. I think I will grab this thulium or this Prometheon. Prometheon can be very hard to come by. Let's go for the Prometheon. It's maybe not the most optimum, but we do have a lot of constructors now because we got that technology. One of those technologies grants you 2 free constructors, so that's really good. Are you still making those constructors? There's going to be another one, and then maybe we think about like military starbases, that kind of thing, potentially. This miner is useful. Let's go ahead and get those up. I think this entire line will be used by 1 miner. I'll send it over to Enif in the meantime. Like to build an asteroid mining? Yes. Did it mine the entire cluster? No. You, come back. All right, absolutely nothing over here. We see you, we greet you. It is the Eyeballians, the Intueri. I believe we can work together. Let's have a look. No hypersilicates. Hypersilicates do not wish to make an appearance. I'm hoping that this guy, hoping against hope that we make it. I'm kind of tempted to boost, but at the same time, we haven't gotten any new citizens in like forever. And I kind of want to do that. I kind of maybe want to do that. Planetary harvester. Do we want to put this down on this planet? I mean, I feel like no. I feel like this planet's more going to be used for like I'll take the gross income, gross Durantium scanner. Bits and bobs is what we're going to be using this for. I think we're just going to get a couple more fighters. This constructor will pick up this Durantium. This is stupid. I could have just used this to pick up this Durantium, send you to get this Prometheon, and I think this still, even though it was very inefficient, will still work out. Our military starbase will probably go military starbases somewhere like here. So I'm okay if you chill where you are. I'll just go ahead and put this in place. Construct the starbase. Mining. Done. There's our first starbase, our first mine. We'll put mining drones. We'll leave the tech pods off. But there at least is some Durantium, which is good. We've discovered a hidden outpost occupied by a single alien. He was claimed. He was sent to observe us, that he has peaceful intentions. We can gain a class 8 planet. We can gain a leader. We can force the alien to tell us everything we know. Extra research and nihilism goes up. Send that nihilism up, baby. Tell me everything. Reveal all of your secrets to me. We get 3 usable tiles. I don't know if we want to put that on next. I think we will, because generally those 3 usable tiles can pop up anywhere. They're not connected to the main landmass. They could be absolute shit. This planet's great over here as it is. Let's go ahead and dump you. We have to look at NF1. It is still building its basic stuff. That's fine. We'll get you doing supply ships as soon as possible. Before we begin to speak, stranger, I should tell you that my people will never be slaves again. Let us converse with that fact known. No problem. I got no intentions of making you guys slaves. I have every intention of making you guys into putty. Why isn't my survey working? No surveyable anomalies. I guess this time there... Nope, there's an anomaly right there. That's annoying if I have to manually make all of my flagships find things. There is precursor technology among the wreckage, though little of it is usable. One exception is a set of powerful armored linings. We can get plus 25% armor rating, integrate the armor lining with the ship, or we can just get some gigamass. I don't know. This is the surveyor. It's not a big deal if this gets armor, so unfortunate, but we'll take the gigamass. There's a class 28 down here, all the way down here, that nobody has picked up yet. We might be able to get that. It's very far away. We don't have the ship range, probably why nobody else has picked it up. Guess we'll bounce back this way, see what's at this star. It's the Bartak. Are you yet another animal? The galaxy is teeming with you. How interesting. An animal as opposed to what? A plant or mineral? Right, a plant. Well, we're not an animal. We're actually closer to a mineral. Weirdly, basic armaments is done. Getting us chaff, small hull. I have to read everything that we get out of all of these because it's all just so very different. Their own ray only affects carbon-based life forms. We might actually go for that. The Corvette module, let's choose a new tech. We would love to see drones. I don't see it. Nanite plating. We are going to want planetary invasion. I would really love that if it was up here. Subspace scanning, also pretty important. Extra logistics, settlement pods, and a +1 to diplomacy. Well, let's have a look. Extermination, planetary invasion is what we want if we're going to try to get towards some good military. But I guess we'll take subspace scanning. The ship range is going to be useful. Plus the extra sensors. I guess it has a place. It's only 2 turns. The Baratak want open borders and extreme colonization. They're not going to give us anything too interesting. And in terms of technology, it doesn't seem like the AI is that far ahead of us, which is absurd. How could they not be? We're barely doing any research. We'll just take open borders. These guys also don't like us. What are you going to do? What can you do? I think we're going to vibe for a little bit, but I think that's where we're going to end our first episode as the Nyx. We are choosing violence. The Drath will be our first target. We're going to build up the drones, get up a decent drone fleet, and see if we can make some progress in a war that gets us a little bit more territory. We don't need to wipe them out, but we want to grab some of this stuff. Not all of the stuff, maybe all of this stuff. Maybe. I don't know. But thank you all very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. Really, really helps. Thank you all very much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.